This is a B9 Audi S5. From factory, it makes 354 horsepower and 500 newton meters of torque. And you can pick one up for around 27,000 euros. Pretty good deal. Is that cheap? No. But for what you're getting, modern tech, a genuinely nice interior, a comfortable ride, and a sound that doesn't feel like it came from a Bluetooth speaker, it's actually a pretty solid deal. But let's say 354 horsepower isn't enough for you. Because, well, of course it isn't. The next logical step, the next logical thought is, of course, well, all right, I'll, go a step up, I'll get the RS5. That'll be 44,000 euros, please. Which is, let me check, 17,000 euros more. For roughly an extra 100 horsepower and 100 newton meters of torque. Now, let's put that into perspective. If instead of buying that RS5, you took that 17,000 euros and invested it into something like the stock market at a modest 7% return, in 10 years, you would have 33 to 34,000 euros. And now, an 18-year-old borderline classic Audi S5 B9. Now yes, you lost the RS badge, that instant respect at the traffic lights. And technically you lost some factory horsepower and torque. But what if you didn't have to? What if you could keep your 17,000 euros and have around 450 horsepower? That's where a simple stage 1 tune, maybe paired with an intake, starts looking like the responsible choice. For a fraction of the price difference, you get performance that lives uncomfortably close to the RS levels while still having a financial buffer for maintenance, money left over for life. And let's be honest, fewer sleepless nights worrying about pushing your car too hard. Instead of stretching your budget to the point where every pull feels financially stressful, you end up with a faster car, a healthier bank account, and a stronger connection to the machine. Because you built it, instead of just paying for it and driving it. You're a true man. Take my current car, my 2018 four-cylinder Volkswagen Arteon, for example. Stock, it did a measly 190 horsepower and 320 newton meters of torque. Ugh. But now, this beast with a stage 1 tune does not do 190 horsepower. It does 230 and 400 newton meters of torque. Not a huge difference, but combined with everything else a stage 1 tune does, like faster shifts, better throttle response, it changed the car from sluggish sedan into sport car light. But there must be a dark side, right? Endless mechanical faults, check engine lights, fuel consumption issues, oil leakage that have left me in complete financial ruin. Or maybe even a jerky driving experience when, I don't know, taking your grandma to the store? Well, maybe, but to find out, we're gonna have to take this beast on a drive. About your car feeling jerky, that is one of the things people think will be a con if you go stage 1. I'm here to tell you, it does absolutely not do that. So, first of all, a lot of cars have modes, right? So as you can see, I can go comfort mode, and it is exactly the same. Actually, it's even better because what it did for me is it made more comfortable driving even more comfortable, and it actually improved fuel economy. How it does that is by actually holding, as you can see right now, I'm cruising at 70 kilometers an hour, and it's holding it basically at 1,000. I'm gonna drop now, but it actually holds the revs lower now at a lot of situations, which actually improved my fuel economy. I never got under 5 liters per 100 kilometers before, but once I went stage 1, I actually get like 4.7 in specific situations. Another thing people are scared about is reliability. Will it destroy my car? Will it cause pressure issues, fucking coolant leaks, oil leaks, all that stuff? And I'm here to tell you, it can, but it won't. Okay, and what I mean by that is that if you're pushing your car, stage 1 or not stage 1, that's going to happen eventually. Now, for me, what my stage 1 did, which I'm very happy about, is because I bought this car relatively high miles, like 90,000 miles or like 140,000 kilometers. It had some issues at the start already that I could not figure out. What a stage 1 will do is it will reveal the weak points of your car. So if you go stage 1, it will be more fun to drive it, you might push it harder, and it will be pushed a little bit harder, as cars are meant to do. A stage 1 tune, all it really does is increase the boost of your turbos, and it just takes the engine and lets it fully be what it can be. It fully lets it release its power because manufacturers make the cars underpowered for reliability, CO2, all these concerns. And also a lot of times, for example, a Golf GTI and a Golf R, almost same exact engine, it literally is the software. So a stage 1 Golf GTI is basically a stock Golf R, because it's a lot of it is just software. Why they're limiting, so they can push out 8,000 euros more for you to buy the higher trim. Another great reason to go stage 1. What I'm getting at is that going stage 1 does not destroy your car. If you do it at a reputable source, it will not hurt your car. So those are 2 perceived cons that we've basically cut out already. So what really are the cons of stage 1? What are the actual realistic cons? When you go stage 1, you will never want to go back to normal. If you go stage 1, you will never want to have a car that is not stage 1. That is one of the cons. The other cons is stage 1ing your car and being honest about it if you ever want to sell it will hurt resale value. If you go stage 1 and you're honest about it and you show that you have a reputable, source of your tune, your stage 1 tune, it will hurt the resale value because it's just about the perception of how the car was driven. It's the same reason why you're more likely to buy a car from an old woman who is not pushing it, then you're gonna be more scared to buy from a dude who said he went stage 1, because obviously if you go stage 1, you're gonna want to push it, right? A lot of cars also get better sound with stage 1. That's a pro for me. I have a lot of, before I had zero turbo sound, turbo flutters, whatnot, but now this car does have it. The second con that kind of is the same as, losing resale value is once you go stage 1, you'll want to do more. That's just how it is. If you want to go stage 1, you'll want to do more stuff. You might want to get a intake. That's the second easiest mod you can do. It'll cost money. And then you want more power, and you want to be more cool, and it kind of can turn into a bit of a cash hole, because it's really hard to just stop at stage 1. Oh, this is a little bit better. But then again, that just has to. It's more to do with the hobby itself, Anyway, my car was supposed to be 140 kilowatts. And shit was 131. I mean, they kind of scammed me there. As you can see, I gained 38 kilowatts, which is pretty good. And max engine torque was 307 newton meters. Got to 442. I mean, that's almost a 50% increase. That's insane. And also, the horsepower gains pretty good too. That's more than 20% actually. That's like 30%. I mean, very nice. Over 30% gain on horsepower, damn near 50% gain on torque, and so far, 0 problems with stage 1. No gearbox issues, no engine issues, nothing. And all this for a freaking software tune.